Waking up in the morning often requires a little energy kick to help you get going. When my alarm goes off early in the morning, I find myself dragging my feet. I'm not a morning person by any means. Nobody likes to hear the sound beep 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 at 5 a.m. Monday morning, but it happens. Most of us can't avoid it. Therefore, if you're like me and mornings are not your thing, I've just a little thing that'll put that extra pep in your step and give you that kick that you need. I'm going to talk to you about how to make a delicious pot of coffee. We're going to start off by covering the items that you're going to need to make that pot of coffee. Then we're going to take over and flow into the steps on how to brew that pot of coffee. And then we'll wrap this up with some extra things that you might want to add to your coffee to make it taste better. Alright. Some of the things that you're going to need to make the pot of coffee. Of course, a coffee maker. These coffee makers come in all different shapes and sizes and styles and colors. This is just a simple on-off switch, normal size household coffee maker. Some coffee makers have a timer on them where you can set it so the night before you make the pot of coffee, you set everything up in the morning. Before you wake up, it starts brewing, you get out of bed and your coffee's ready to go. All you gotta do is put it in your cup, add the special ingredients that you like, mix it up, and you're good to go. Coffee filters. You're going to need coffee filters. These help filter the coffee grounds in the water. As the water goes through into the basket, into the filters where the coffee grounds are being held, it stops the coffee grounds from going actually into your pot of coffee, but the water that is flavored with the coffee will go into the pot. Make sure they're the correct size to fit your coffee maker. Ones that are too small might overflow. Ones that are too big, well, they may not fit. Another thing you're going to need is some water. Right? Make sure that it's clean, it comes from a faucet or a bottle or some kind of filtering device, whatever you have. And you'll also need your favorite coffee cup. Right? Along with that, you're obviously going to have your coffee grounds. Having all the necessary equipment helps us make the pot of coffee in the morning. But now what do we do with all of them? Now, let me walk you through the steps that are involved in brewing a pot of coffee. Right. First thing you want to do is make sure that your coffee maker is plugged in. I have mine plugged into an extension cord for this demonstration, but you can just plug it into a normal 110 outlet in your house. Right. Open up the top of the coffee maker and you'll find the basket. Place the filter, find one of your handy dandy coffee filter, into the basket on top. Right. Next thing you're going to want to do is add the coffee. The amount of coffee that you put in the basket and the filter can vary. The specifications for this are 1 serving, 1 tablespoon makes 6 cups. Right. If you like your coffee a little stronger, you can add some more. If you like it not as strong, add less coffee grounds into the filter. Then, take your water, which is measured in the coffee pot, and put it into the back of the coffee maker. Take the coffee pot, slide it underneath onto the heating device and below the basket, and go ahead and close the lid. Now, since this coffee maker doesn't have a timer, and we don't have time to wait on that anyway, we have a simple on-off switch. We're going to go ahead and turn it on, and our coffee will begin to brew. Right. Now that you've started the coffee maker and it's brewing, all you have to do is sit back and relax and wait for it to be done. Your coffee pot will fill up, you'll get that fresh scent of coffee in the morning, and then once it's finished, we'll go ahead and add some to the cup. I've already had some put in this cup, so that way we're not wasting time. There are some extra ingredients that you may want to add to make your coffee taste better in the morning. Milk could be one of them to help smoothen out the taste. To sweeten it up, you could add some sugar. Or if you're like me, you can go to the store and buy these flavored creamers. This one happens to be peppermint mocha, which is very tasty. All you'll need is a normal sized kitchen spoon. I'm going to add 2 spoonfuls into our coffee cup, as well as a little bit of our creamer. Take the same spoon and go ahead and mix it up. Now, you have made a delicious cup of coffee. If you're using the travel mug like me, make sure you put the lid on so you don't spill it when you're driving to work in the morning. You're good to go. So I've demonstrated to you how to make a delicious pot of coffee, freshly brewed, to help you get going in the morning. We started off by covering some of the required items that we need: the coffee maker, the coffee grounds, the filter, as well as water. Then we took the necessary steps in order to brew the coffee, placing the filter in the basket, placing the coffee grounds in the filter, adding the water, making sure our pot is put back underneath there, and then turning the coffee maker on. And we finally capped everything off with using some extra ingredients such as flavored creamers, milk, or some sugar to help your coffee taste a little better in the morning. Now that you're finished, enjoy.